Senator, by dint of your title, we're going to begin with you. Were kings or queens made or destroyed on that stage tonight? What's your headline?
I think Castro's hurt. I think he was trying to swing for the fences.
Yeah.
You know, people kept talking about the tension between Warren and Biden. The tension I felt on that stage were for the bottom five. This was their really, in some ways, their last moment to make a lasting impression, to try to get in to the kind of debate that will probably move the needle some down the line. But I'm not sure anything tonight moved the needle, except I think Castro offended people the way he did that. And it won't surprise me if it helps Biden.
You know, I totally agree with what Claire said. For long stretches, the debate to me seemed like Biden versus the fringes, Biden versus the out, and they were trying to get some sort of purchase. I think you understate the damage that Castro did to himself tonight. You know, he would have lost a lot of support if he had a lot of support to lose. He didn't. He had a little support. I think it's basically over for him. You know, he took a shot. It was not a good shot, and it just really went over like a lead balloon. It was that was a bad moment for him. I thought Cory Booker at times sort of looked wise and presidential, and you know he's big. He presents himself in a way that you could sort of imagine in a general election. I think he might have done himself some good tonight in the debate. There are a number of issues he wasn't pressed on. He might have been pressed on. Maybe he will be in future debates. Other than that, I didn't see a lot of movement.
Joy Reid.
Well, you know, it's interesting what our two colleagues here have said, and the senator and I watched the debate together, much of it.
Oh, we should have had a camera in that room.
That would have been the place to be.
We had some fun.
We did have a great time.
Maybe not a microphone.
But I think because you run in campaigns, you know that the likability argument in politics normally gets thrown at women. But when you're running a campaign, just having worked on the press side in a couple, you have to always remember who is likable among your opponents and why they're likable. And I think that going after Biden is smart in the sense that he is at the top. And if you want to get at the top, you have to eventually take him on. But you have to remember people like Joe Biden. Right? Joe Biden is not Donald Trump, who's an unlikable figure to most Americans. People like Joe Biden. They may not know enough about Joe Biden to know the dings in his past. And when they find them out, they may be disappointed. But fundamentally, Democrats like him. And so if you go after him in a way.
And isn't the other piece, Joy, Democrats are fundamentally horrified and terrified and totally turned off by criticism of him.
That's
should
right.
he emerge as the nominee.
For the same reason that they're turned off by criticism of President Obama. I was just in an event last night with a lot of young progressive activists who were very critical of specific things about President Obama. But if you were to come for President Obama, they would defend him. Because President Obama is on their side fundamentally. And so I think when you're trying to take out a front runner, you don't do it in a way that presumes that people don't like this person and that you can go after them in that harsh way. I think that was too harsh on his part. For the other second-tier candidates, I thought Beto had a great night. This was his best night, best debate so far. Because now I can see in him the confidence of not really necessarily caring if he wins. He just wants to send a message that I think is authentic. I think he was authentic tonight. And then my last is at Warren. No one touched her. She was strong on foreign policy. She sounded coherent on everything she said. I thought she had a great night.
Did she get enough airtime?
No, I think no one did. It's still too many people. It's the same number of people as the other debates.
You know, I know we have to go to Chris, but nobody said a word about Senator Harris, and I thought she had one of the best.
Oh no, she did have a great night.
She had a great night, and that attack on Trump is exactly what Democrats, anecdotally and in the polls, want.
That was a mistake on my part because I wrote her down.
You weren't the only one.
And by the way, Mayor Pete had a good night too.
He did.
He really did.
He was very strong.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.